Hi, Jenna. Me and Faith are here to help you with your guitar and to see if we can have a lesson tonight. And I am on page 6 of your book, and this will have the chords that we've already worked on. And let's go through them and see how we do. We're going to start out with the C chord, and remember, we just play the bottom 3 strings. Well, they call them strings 1 through 3 because they number them from the bottom. So the first, second, third string, and you put your finger right there on the second string, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put it on the second string, and we're just going to strum on the bottom 3 strings. And that's a C chord. And in your book it goes strum, 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 strum. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're getting it? And I'm kind of down here just like this. Holding it up, I'd have a hard time keeping my finger off, but just like that. Just press it down on that second string, and then strumming the strings 1 through 3, the bottom 3 strings. Now let's sing the song that's there, and I think that you probably know the tune to the song when we start playing it. Are you strumming? Are you strumming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a guitarist. I am a guitarist. Watch me jam. Watch me jam. Let's take it a little bit slower. Are you strumming? Are you strumming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a guitarist. I am a guitarist. Watch me jam. Watch me jam. How'd you do with that one? Good. Let's do it one more time. Are you strumming? Are you strumming? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am a guitarist. I am a guitarist. Watch me jam. Watch me jam. Good job. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't know this next song, this coconut song. I think I've heard it before, but I don't know how to sing it. And so we're just going to practice a little bit switching back and forth between a C chord and a G7 chord. But the G7, you put your index finger, that number 1 finger, on the number 1 string, that E string down at the bottom. And then you strum the last 3 strings again. And that's a G7 chord. What makes that different? This, hear the difference? That's a G chord, and this is a G7 chord. And we'll talk more about the G chord a little later, but right now you need to know this G7 chord. And there's all kinds of chords out there, and it takes a long time to learn all of them. But that's a G7. And 2, 3, 4. It's really pretty easy, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Now we're going to go on and turn the page because, like I told you, I don't know that song. And it's hard to sing a song that you don't know at all. And I don't know that one. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on changing chords a little bit. Remember, C is this one that you're pressing down on the second string. And G7 is the one you're pressing down on the first string. And this exercise starts out on a C chord. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now you've got 4 beats of rest. So 1, 2, and while you're resting, you're going to switch your finger down and push it on the first string so that you're ready when you're supposed to come back in again, that you're ready to play the G7 chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing again, except we're only going to have 2 beats of rest in between the C and the G7. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now one more time we're going to do it. This time we're not going to stop at all in between. We're going to count all the way through from the 8 beats of the C chord, move our finger as we're playing, and move to the 8 beats of the G7 chord. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. You're doing really, really well. Okay, this next song, when I was about your age, a group called the Beatles sung this song called The Yellow Submarine. I know this one. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Do you know that song? Well, if you don't, that's okay. I know it. Now, we're going to play it. I'm going to slow down some and we're going to play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Good job. You're getting it. Let me turn a little bit here. Let's do that one again. 1, 2, 3, 4. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow let's play it one more time, but we're going to speed it up some this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. I'm not looking at the music and I got mixed up there. That's okay. You probably do know this next song, don't you? The Hokey Pokey? The Hokey Pokey. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Put your left foot in, you put your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You may need to give me guitar lessons, Jenna. You put your left arm in, you put your, I'm sorry, I skipped a verse. You put your right arm in, put your right arm out, you put your right arm in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. I keep hitting an extra string too. That's what that low noise is that you keep hearing. You put your left arm in, you put your left arm out, you put your left arm in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. You put your whole self in, you put your whole self out, put your whole self in, and you shake it all about. You do the hokey pokey and you turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Good job. We're going to turn the page, and I know that you had kind of worked on most of that before, but we've got another chord that we're going to learn, and I don't remember if we went this far last time or not, but this chord is called an E minor chord. You're going to come down. Now this is the first fret right here, and we're going to come down to the second fret right here, and we are going to take our middle finger and we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4 strings, and you're going to press down on that, press that finger down on that fret, and you want to try to get behind that fret right there, the metal bar that's across there. You want to try to get as close to that as you can, but you don't want to touch it because you might dampen the string if you do that. And you hear that? That has a really different kind of sound than the C chord or the G7 chord, doesn't it? It's a different pitch, but it's also a very different sound. How's that? I love the sound of minor chords. This is an E minor chord. Now sometimes I play it like this, and I use all 6 strings. And when your fingers get longer, you can probably do that. You just can't reach them all quite yet. So we play just these bottom 4. Now, again, this song, Get Up, Stand Up, I don't know it, but what we're going to do is we're just going to count off 4 beats for each measure and just count playing on the E minor chord, on the strumming the E minor chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's speed it up some. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job, Jenna. And I told you a while ago about the Beatles. Well, this next song is also a Beatles song. And I don't know this one as well. But it's called Eleanor Rigby. And it starts out with a C chord, and then it's got an E minor chord, and then more C chords. I'm looking at it's just C and E minor, so it's not that hard. Look at all the lonely people. Sorry, I'm used to doing all of them. I don't know this song very well, and I'm not going to be able to sing it for you, Jenna. Eleanor Rigby picks up the rice in the church. Let's just work on changing back and forth from E minor. I'll pull this back so my back hurts a little bit. From E minor to C. Now to C. Back to E minor. Okay, and remember C is on the first fret, the second string, and we're just going to play the bottom 3 strings. Switch to E minor, go to the second fret, and the 4th string, counting up from the bottom, and press down on it, and now you're going to play all the bottom 4 strings. 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 4. Back to E minor. To C, to G7, 3, 4. Remember, that's the one, the very first string, the very first fret, and your pointer finger, you're going to point on that very bottom string, and see the difference that it makes. That's without pressing any string. That's an E, because it's an E string. And then this would be an F. Just putting that one finger down raises the pitch. For each fret, it raises the pitch by what's called a half step. And so 2 frets would be a full step. So if that's an E, it's a half step from E to F. So if I press at the first fret, that's an F. Now if I came down one more fret, that's an F sharp. And one more would be a G. And it keeps working like that until you get to the next place which would be from B to C is only a half a step. So let's start again, and we're going to start with C. That's the second fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. That's the second fret, the 4th string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now go back to C. 1, 2. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7. 1, 2, 3, 4. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you need to work on those chords and being able to move your fingers in between them, because when you're playing, if you're playing like Gramp sometimes plays, you got to be able to move them quickly. So you got to be able to switch your hand in between those chords pretty quickly. So you got to practice, and it just takes practice to be able to make those changes. Not playing it very well, am I? And it takes practice to get to where you aren't dampening the strings. And all you can do is just keep practicing, and you're going to build up calluses on the tips of your fingers. And it's also really hard to play if your fingernails are long. Guitar is not an easy instrument to play with long fingernails, but Dolly Parton does it. Don't ask me how. I don't know. See how short I keep my fingernails? That's so I can play guitar. It just works better with short fingernails. I'm going to turn over now to page 12, and you're going to start learning some individual notes, and I just said some of them to you. Now, remember this, the very bottom string, the 1 string is, do you remember what note it is? That's right, it's E. Without pressing down on anything, that is an E. Now, if you take and you press just down on that 1 string, and if you played the bottom 3 strings, if you strummed those, that would be a G7 chord. And that is the 3rd string. That note itself is a G, because it's an open, no fingers pressing down on any strings. It's an open string, and it's the G string, so it's going to play a G. The next string is a B string, and opened, it's going to play a B. Now, if you took and you took the 1st string, it's an E string, so what note's it going to be if you play just that 1 note? It's going to be an E. Now, what happens if I try to play all 3 of them together without all of them open? It doesn't sound very good, does it? That's because to make a proper chord, one of the strings needs to be pressed down. And so if we press the 2nd string and the 1st fret, and we strum those 3 chords, that 2nd string is no longer a B, it's a C. And so you're playing G, C, E. And it's a C chord, so those 3 notes are all part of the C chord. Now, we're going to play an E, just the 1 note. We're playing, all you got to do is just pick it 1 time, that 1 string, and that's an E. Now, what did I say that if we press down at the 1st fret on that same string, what was that? It's a half step up, and it's an F. And so you need to practice going back and forth between an E and, playing the wrong string, sorry. So I'm learning this stuff with you, because I've never known how to do some of this. Okay, if we're going to play this E note, the piece that's there on the page, it has three notes, and they're all E's. And so, well, it's got four measures of three notes and one extra note. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Now, if you press on the first one, we've got an F. Now I'm going to do that same exercise, but play F's instead of E's. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so now we've got that, so let's go over to that two-note tune. We're going to start out with an F, with F's. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let go of that string. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press the string again, the first string again at the first fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then open it again. 1, 2, and close it. 1, 2. Let's go through that again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm on the wrong note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty good, isn't it? You can keep practicing that. Let's try Hammerhead. Let's play it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me tell you a trick that'll work when you're playing just about any instrument where you've got measures with the same thing over and over again. I keep counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we have four measures there, and how you can do this is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Because we just did the second measure. Now 3, 2, 3, 4, and then one more time 4, 2, 3, 4. By doing that, we know that first number, we know which measure we're on, so we don't lose our place as easy in the music. And that's, if you get into band, that's really pretty important, because you've got to remember, that you've got to be able to play the notes as you go, and you've got to remember how many beats of rest you have, and all that kind of stuff. And our time for today is just about up, and so I'm going to let you go and let you practice, and I'll try and have another lesson for you ready next Monday, and that way we can keep going with this. I had fun. I hope you did too. Talk to you later, Jenna. Bye.